Africa is a continent of immense cultural and culinary diversity, where food plays a central role in bringing people together, celebrating traditions, and expressing shared values. The dishes you'll encounter in this video are not just meals, they're expressions of heritage, spirituality, and community. From the vibrant, spicy stews of West Africa to the grilled meats of Southern Africa, each dish tells a story of a people's history, beliefs, and connection to the land. In today's journey, we'll explore 20 iconic African delicacies, their origins, cultural significance, spiritual meanings, and how they relate to seasonal changes. Food in Africa is more than just nourishment. It's a means of cultural expression, a way to honor ancestors, and a way to celebrate life. Let's dive into the rich world of African cuisine, where every bite tells a deeper story about who we are and where we come from. 1. Jollof Rice, Nigeria, West Africa. Jollof rice is one of the most beloved dishes in West Africa, especially in Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal. This vibrant rice dish is cooked in a rich, spicy tomato sauce with onions, chili, and various seasonings, making it a flavorful and colorful centerpiece at every celebration. The dish has become a symbol of unity and pride, and no event in West Africa is complete without it. Origin. Jollof rice is believed to have originated in Senegal, but has since spread throughout West Africa, each country adding its unique twist. The dish became a staple in West African homes, especially in Nigeria, where it is closely linked to national identity. While the exact origins are debated, it is clear that jollof rice has been enjoyed for centuries, evolving into a dish that represents the essence of African hospitality. Cultural significance. Jollof rice is central to social gatherings across West Africa. Whether at weddings, birthdays, or festivals, jollof rice is always present. In Nigeria, it's a staple at parties, where families and friends gather to celebrate important milestones. The dish's rich red color symbolizes prosperity and good fortune, and it's believed that sharing jollof rice with loved ones ensures blessings for all involved. Spiritual connotations. The sharing of food, particularly jollof rice, is a spiritual act in many West African communities. It is seen as a way of uniting people, not just physically but also spiritually. The warmth of the dish and the act of communal eating are believed to bring positive energy, prosperity, and good health to those who partake. The preparation of jollof rice is often accompanied by prayers and blessings for the future. Seasonality. While jollof rice is enjoyed year-round, it is particularly prepared during the dry season when rice harvests are abundant. The dish is typically served during major celebrations and special occasions when the harvest is rich, and families come together to share their blessings. 2. Injera with Doro Wat, Ethiopia. Injera is the backbone of Ethiopian cuisine, a spongy, sour flatbread made from teff flour, often served with a variety of stews and dishes, but none more iconic than Doro Wat, a spicy chicken stew. This dish is rich in history, culture, and religious significance, and its preparation reflects the deep spiritual connection Ethiopians have with their food and rituals. Origin. Injera has been a staple in Ethiopian kitchens for thousands of years, made from teff, a grain native to the highlands of Ethiopia. Doro Wat, on the other hand, is a dish with its roots in Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity. It's often prepared during religious holidays, such as Easter, and is considered a national dish. The combination of injera and Doro Wat has become a symbol of Ethiopian cuisine worldwide. Cultural significance. In Ethiopia, food is a reflection of social identity. Injera is the foundation of most meals, and it's eaten by hand, where everyone shares from the same plate, symbolizing communal bonds and unity. Doro Wat, as a celebratory dish, is reserved for special occasions and is often served to honor guests. This dish is a symbol of hospitality, representing the Ethiopian custom of offering the best to one's family and friends. Spiritual connotations. In Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity, food holds deep spiritual meaning. Darawat is not just a meal, it's a sacred dish prepared with reverence, particularly during fasting periods when the meal marks the end of religious observances. The spices used in the dish, such as berbere, a spice mix, are believed to have both spiritual and physical benefits, warming the body and soul. Seasonality. Injera with darawat is traditionally served during religious holidays, particularly Lent and Easter. It is also enjoyed during important social gatherings and communal meals, where it acts as a focal point for sharing blessings and celebrating Ethiopian culture. 3. Biltong, South Africa. Biltong, a form of dried, cured meat, is one of South Africa's most iconic snacks. Originally developed by the indigenous Khoisan people, biltong was later adopted by Dutch settlers who refined the curing process and made it a national treat. Today, biltong is synonymous with South African cuisine, eaten by people of all backgrounds across the country. Origin. Biltong traces its roots to the survival strategies of the indigenous people of South Africa, who used drying and curing methods to preserve meat for long periods. The Dutch settlers refined the method, adding spices like coriander, vinegar, and salt, creating the biltong we know today. While it's often made from beef, biltong can also be made from game meat like kudu, springbok, and ostrich. Cultural significance. Biltong is an integral part of South African food culture. It's commonly eaten as a snack, particularly during social events, outdoor gatherings, and sports games. South Africans take great pride in their biltong, and each region has its own variations, from mild to spicy, showcasing the country's rich diversity. The ritual of preparing and enjoying biltong is a reminder of South Africa's history, where preserving food was a vital part of survival. Spiritual connotations. While biltong is not directly tied to any spiritual practice, its cultural significance cannot be overstated. It represents a connection to the land and the ancestors, especially in rural areas where hunting and preserving meat were once essential for survival. Sharing biltong is a way of honoring community and heritage. Seasonality. Biltong is consumed year-round, but is particularly popular during outdoor events, such as barbecues, sports games, and family picnics. The drying process means it's available even during the harshest seasons, making it a practical food that can be enjoyed no matter the time of year. 4. Fufu and light soup. Ghana. In Ghana, fufu is more than just a meal. It's a cultural staple and a symbol of the Ghanaian identity. Fufu is made by pounding boiled cassava and plantains into a sticky dough-like consistency, often served with light soup, a spicy broth made with meat or fish. Origin. Fufu is believed to have originated from the Akan people of Ghana and has become the central dish in many West African countries. Light soup, on the other hand, is a Ghanaian creation, rich in spices and flavors, typically served with fufu during significant gatherings or family meals. Cultural significance. Fufu is the ultimate comfort food in Ghana. It's often prepared for Sunday meals, religious festivals, or family reunions. The process of making fufu is labor-intensive, and it's seen as a communal effort where everyone pitches in, strengthening bonds within the family. The act of eating fufu together symbolizes unity and community. Spiritual connotations. Fufu is considered a nourishing food associated with strength and vitality. It is often eaten during harvest celebrations, symbolizing gratitude for the abundance of nature. In some Ghanaian traditions, fufu is linked to the spirits, with the belief that eating it together brings blessings and spiritual protection. Seasonality. Fufu is eaten year-round, but it's particularly enjoyed during the harvest season when cassava and plantains are in abundance. It's also the dish of choice during major celebrations, from weddings to Christmas and other significant religious holidays. Cinco, samosa, various African countries. Samosa is a popular street food in many African countries, including Kenya, South Africa, and Tanzania. Originally introduced to Africa by Indian traders and migrants, samosas have since become a cherished snack enjoyed by people of all cultures across the continent. Origin: the samosa was introduced to East Africa by Indian traders in the 19th century, particularly in the Swahili coastal areas. Its triangular shape and deep-fried nature were perfect for street food culture. Over time, local ingredients and flavors were incorporated into the filling, such as spiced meats, vegetables, and lentils, creating the delicious, crunchy snack we know today. Cultural significance: samosas represent the fusion of African and Indian cultures and are enjoyed by people of various ethnicities, making them a symbol of Africa's multicultural identity. They are served during special occasions like weddings, festivals, and Ramadan, where the exchange of food represents hospitality, sharing, and unity. Spiritual connotations: while not directly tied to any religious or spiritual practice, the act of sharing samosas at large gatherings symbolizes community and goodwill. The triangular shape is believed by some to represent balance and harmony, values that resonate deeply within African societies, where family and unity are central. Seasonality: samosas are enjoyed year-round, but are especially popular during Ramadan, where they are eaten as part of the iftar meal, the meal to break the fast. They are also a common feature at weddings, family gatherings, and festivals. Say, poulet yassa, Senegal. Poulet yassa is one of Senegal's most iconic dishes, known for its zesty, tangy flavor. The chicken is marinated in mustard, lemon, and onions, then grilled or fried to perfection. Origin: poulet yassa originated in Senegal, and it has become a symbol of Senegalese hospitality. The dish is said to have evolved from a traditional marinade used by the Senegalese people. Over time, the use of mustard and lemon became central to the recipe, giving the dish its unique, bold flavor. Cultural significance: poulet yassa is often served at weddings, family gatherings, and community events, making it a symbol of celebration and community. In Senegal, sharing this dish signifies an invitation to bond, with the meal acting as a centerpiece for conversation and laughter. Its bold flavors are said to represent the strength and resilience of Senegalese culture. Spiritual connotations: in Senegalese culture, the preparation and sharing of food like poulet yassa hold a spiritual dimension. The dish is often linked with prosperity and blessings, as it's typically shared with guests and loved ones. The act of giving and receiving this dish during celebrations is seen as an offering of goodwill and positive energy. Seasonality: poulet yassa is enjoyed year-round, but is especially prevalent during major celebrations and religious holidays. It is also a common meal to prepare for family reunions, where it symbolizes unity and respect for the gathering. 7. Bunny chow, South Africa. Bunny chow is a uniquely South African dish that consists of a hollowed-out loaf of bread filled with curry. Originally created by Indian migrants in Durban, bunny chow has become a beloved comfort food across South Africa. Origin: the dish was born in the Indian communities of Durban, South Africa in the 1940s. It is said that Indian street vendors started serving curry in hollowed-out loaves of bread to make the dish more portable and affordable. Over time, it became widely popular, not only in the Indian community, but also among the broader South African population. Cultural significance: bunny chow is a symbol of South Africa's multicultural history. It represents the fusion of Indian and African culinary traditions and reflects the rich diversity of the country. The dish has become a street food icon, eaten on the go or during casual social events. It's often shared among friends and family, signifying the blending of cultures and the sharing of resources. Spiritual connotations. While not traditionally tied to spiritual practices, Bunny Chow represents unity and adaptation, with the sharing of this dish symbolizing togetherness across cultural lines. Seasonality. Bunny Chow is enjoyed year-round, but is especially popular during informal gatherings, festivals, and at sporting events where quick and satisfying meals are needed. 8. Piri Piri chicken, Mozambique, Angola. Piri Piri chicken is a fiery, spicy dish that originated in Mozambique and Angola. The chicken is marinated in a hot piri piri sauce made from bird's eye chili, garlic, and other spices, then grilled or roasted. Origin. The origins of piri piri chicken are traced to the Portuguese influence in Mozambique and Angola, where the piri piri chili became a central ingredient in many dishes. The combination of local spices with chili brought a new level of heat to traditional African cooking, giving rise to this deliciously fiery dish. Cultural significance. Piri piri chicken is loved in Mozambique and Angola and is considered a national dish in both countries. It's often served at family gatherings, barbecues, and festivals, representing the boldness and vitality of Southern African cuisine. Sharing this spicy dish with others represents a celebration of life, energy, and the communal spirit. Spiritual connotations. The heat of the piri piri sauce is often associated with vitality and strength, and the act of eating spicy food is believed to energize and invigorate. In some cultures, eating piri piri chicken is linked to spiritual renewal and the power of the elements, particularly the fire that the chili represents. Seasonality. Piri piri chicken is a dish for all seasons, but is especially popular during outdoor celebrations like barbecues, picnics, and public holidays when grilling is common. 9. Chapati, East Africa. Chapati is a flatbread that has become a staple in East African cuisine, particularly in countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Originally introduced by Indian migrants, chapati has been embraced and adapted into East African food culture, becoming a regular feature at family meals and social gatherings. Origin. Chapati was introduced to East Africa by Indian immigrants during the Western rule period. The recipe for this flatbread is similar to the Indian roti, and it quickly became a staple in many East African kitchens. Chapati was particularly appreciated for its versatility. It can be served with vegetables, stews, or meats, making it a perfect accompaniment to a wide range of dishes. Cultural significance. In East Africa, chapati is a symbol of hospitality and community. It's commonly shared during family meals and is a common feature at weddings, celebrations, and holidays. The act of preparing and sharing chapati is seen as an expression of love, care, and respect for others. Spiritual connotations. While chapati does not have a direct spiritual significance, its preparation and sharing are deeply connected to family unity and togetherness. In some traditions, food made with care is believed to bring blessings and positive energy to those who share it. Seasonality. Chapati is enjoyed year-round, often during communal meals or when guests visit. It's also common during festivals and special celebrations, where families gather to share food. 10. Akara, Nigeria. Akara, a deep-fried fritter made from black-eyed peas, is a beloved Nigerian dish that is often eaten for breakfast or as a snack. It's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and full of flavor. Origin. Akara has been part of Nigerian cuisine for centuries and is thought to have been introduced by the Yoruba people. The dish is made by blending black-eyed peas with onions, spices, and sometimes chili, then frying the mixture into round fritters. It's commonly enjoyed in homes and sold as street food. Cultural significance. Akara is a symbol of community in Nigeria. It's often shared among family members, friends, and neighbors, representing hospitality and generosity. The dish is commonly prepared during holidays and religious occasions, making it an integral part of Nigerian cultural identity. Spiritual connotations. In Nigerian culture, akara is sometimes associated with good health and prosperity, with some believing that eating akara brings blessings and strengthens the body. It is particularly popular during religious holidays like Christmas and Eid, where it is offered to guests as a sign of respect and goodwill. Seasonality. Akara is enjoyed year-round but is especially popular during special occasions, such as weddings, festivals, and family reunions. It's often prepared in large quantities for guests during these events. 11. Mafe, West Africa. Mafe, a rich peanut stew commonly found in Senegal, Mali, and other West African countries, is a dish that embodies the heartiness of West African cuisine, made with meat, vegetables, and a generous amount of ground peanuts. Mafe has a deep, savory flavor that pairs perfectly with rice. Origin. Mafe's origins are rooted in the Mali Empire. The dish likely evolved from traditional stews cooked with ground nuts, an ingredient commonly found across the Sahel region. Over time, mafe has been embraced across West Africa, each country adding its own twist. Cultural significance. Mafe represents the resourcefulness of West African culinary traditions. It's a comfort food, often prepared in large pots to feed a family or a community. Sharing a bowl of mafe is a deeply communal activity, symbolizing togetherness and nourishment. It is also a dish commonly served during family reunions, harvest festivals, and religious gatherings. Spiritual connotations. The use of peanuts, which are associated with fertility and growth, connects mafe to themes of abundance and prosperity. It is believed that the richness of the dish provides not just physical sustenance, but spiritual renewal, bringing energy and vitality to those who partake. Seasonality. Mafe is typically served in cooler months, when the richness of the stew is particularly comforting. It is also prepared during festivals and celebrations, when families come together to celebrate their shared heritage and prosperity. 12. Maize and bean stew, various African countries. Maize and bean stew is a simple yet nutritious dish eaten across sub-Saharan Africa, particularly in countries like Kenya, Uganda, and Zambia. The dish combines maize, corn, and beans, two staple crops in many African countries, creating a balanced and satisfying meal. Origin. The dish has roots in East Africa, where maize and beans have been cultivated for centuries. Both ingredients are easy to grow and highly nutritious, making them an ideal combination for feeding large populations. Maize and bean stew is particularly common in rural areas where families often rely on locally sourced ingredients. Cultural significance. Maize and bean stew is a humble dish that reflects the agricultural practices of rural African communities. It is often eaten as a family meal, representing both nourishment and resilience. In many communities, the stew is prepared during the harvest season when both crops are abundant, symbolizing the connection between the land and the people who work it. Spiritual connotations. The combination of maize and beans is associated with growth, fertility, and sustenance. Eating this stew is seen as a way of honoring the harvest and showing gratitude to the earth for its bounty. The dish is also believed to promote strength and health, sustaining the body for the work of daily life. Seasonality. Eaten year-round, maize and bean stew is particularly popular during the harvest season when fresh crops are in abundance. It is often served during festivals where it symbolizes the importance of community and shared labor. 13. Baked plantains, West Africa. Baked plantains, also known as kelewele in Ghana, are a beloved snack and side dish in West Africa. Ripe plantains are cut into slices, seasoned with spices, and baked or fried, offering a combination of sweetness and savory flavors. Origin. Plantains are a staple in West African cuisine, with their origins tracing back to the region's tropical environment. The practice of frying or baking plantains has been passed down through generations, with each country adding its own seasoning and cooking method. Kelewel, the spiced version of baked plantains, is especially popular in Ghana. Cultural significance. Baked plantains are a versatile dish that can be eaten at any time of day, whether as a snack, breakfast, or side dish. The preparation of plantains is often seen as a communal effort, with family members working together to peel, season, and cook the plantains. In Ghana, kelebele is a common street food sold by vendors and enjoyed by people of all ages. Spiritual connotations. Plantains are often linked to fertility and prosperity in African spiritual traditions. Their natural sweetness represents the rewards of hard work, and the act of sharing a plate of plantains is a symbol of generosity and goodwill. Seasonality. Baked plantains are enjoyed year-round, but they are particularly popular during harvest seasons when plantains are abundant. The dish is also a favorite during festivals and family gatherings. Shtirinized. Sfenj, Morocco. Sfenj are Moroccan donuts, fried pastries that are typically served with sugar or honey. Soft on the inside and crispy on the outside, they are a delightful treat enjoyed throughout Morocco, especially during religious holidays. Origin. Sfenj is believed to have been introduced to Morocco by Arab traders. The dish shares similarities with donuts from other parts of the world, but has a unique texture and flavor due to its preparation. In Morocco, Sfenj is commonly found in markets and street stalls. Cultural significance. Sfenj is a communal food in Morocco, often enjoyed during Ramadan and Eid celebrations. It is a food that signifies joy, and its preparation brings people together. Families often make Sfenj together, especially during religious observances, where it is shared among neighbors and loved ones. Spiritual connotations. While Sfenj is not directly tied to specific spiritual practices, it holds significance during Ramadan, where its sweetness symbolizes gratitude and renewal. The act of breaking the fast with something sweet is seen as a way to honor the day's devotion and fasting. Seasonality. Most commonly enjoyed during Ramadan and Eid, Sfenj is prepared for special occasions and family gatherings. However, it is also enjoyed year-round as a popular street food. 15. Fried fish in Banku, Ghana. Banku, a fermented corn and cassava dough, is often paired with fried fish in Ghana. This dish is not only a staple of Ghanaian cuisine, but also a symbol of community and tradition. Origin. Banku has been a staple food of the Akan people for generations. The combination of corn and cassava provides a rich and satisfying meal. The dish is often served with fresh fish, which is abundant along Ghana's coastline. The combination of the savory fish and the slightly sour banku makes for a dish that is deeply satisfying. Cultural significance. Fried fish in Banku is a comfort food that represents the heart of Ghanaian cuisine. It's typically eaten during Sunday meals or family gatherings, symbolizing unity and connection with the earth. This dish is also a popular meal during public holidays, such as Christmas, and is often prepared when extended family comes together to share in the bounty of the harvest. Spiritual connotations. In Ghanaian culture, Banku is associated with gratitude for the land's bounty. The fish symbolizes the abundance provided by the sea, while Banku represents sustenance and nourishment. It is often seen as a spiritual offering of thanks to ancestors, especially when enjoyed during family reunions and significant life events. Seasonality. Banku is enjoyed year-round but is especially popular during holidays and weekend gatherings. The dish is also a favorite during major celebrations, where the preparation of banku and fish represents the act of giving and sharing abundance. 16. Pounded yam and egusi soup, Nigeria. In Nigeria, pounded yam paired with egusi soup is a dish that signifies the richness of Nigerian cuisine. Pounded yam is made from yams that are pounded into a smooth, stretchy dough, and it is often served with egusi soup, a hearty, thick soup made from ground melon seeds. Origin. The roots of pounded yam date back to the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria. The dish is made by pounding boiled yam tubers until they become smooth and stretchy, a skill passed down through generations. Egusi soup, made from ground melon seeds, is commonly prepared across Nigeria and has been adapted by many ethnic groups within the country. Cultural significance. Pounded yam with egusi soup is considered a symbol of hospitality and a staple for major events. It's often served at weddings, birthdays, and religious celebrations. The act of sharing this meal represents respect for guests and family, as well as a commitment to honoring tradition. Spiritual connotations. In Nigerian culture, food like pounded yam and egusi soup is seen as a way to connect with ancestors. The act of offering food to guests and family members is believed to bring blessings and positive energy. The richness of the meal also symbolizes health and strength, as it is filling and energizing. Seasonality. Pounded yam with egusi soup is often enjoyed during festivals, religious ceremonies, and family gatherings. It is especially prevalent during celebrations where families come together to honor one another and celebrate achievements. Ziptsin, bitter leaf soup, Nigeria. Bitter leaf soup is a Nigerian dish that combines rich meats or fish with a uniquely bitter flavor of bitter leaf. It's a dish that is both nourishing and symbolic of cleansing and renewal. Origin. The dish is a specialty of the Igbo people from southeastern Nigeria. The bitter leaf, Baronia amygdalina, is used to add both a bitter taste and medicinal qualities to the soup. The leaves are thoroughly washed before cooking, as the bitterness can be overpowering. The soup is traditionally made with a variety of meats and fish, creating a rich and hearty dish. Cultural significance. Bitter leaf soup is often served during special occasions, such as weddings, funerals, and major celebrations. It is also considered a healing food in Nigerian culture, believed to promote physical and spiritual well-being. The soup's richness is seen as a sign of prosperity, and it is typically eaten with pounded yam or fufu, two staples of Nigerian cuisine. Spiritual connotations. The bitterness of the soup is associated with cleansing both physically and spiritually. Some believe that eating bitter leaf soup helps to cleanse the body of negative energies, while also symbolizing the bitter challenges of life that must be overcome to reach success and prosperity. Seasonality. Bitter leaf soup is enjoyed year-round, but is particularly significant during holidays and festivals when large meals are prepared. It is often shared among extended family, symbolizing communal unity and spiritual renewal. 18. Suya, Nigeria, West Africa. Suya, a popular street food in Nigeria and West Africa, is made of skewered meat, typically beef or chicken, that is spiced with a blend of ground peanuts, chili, and other spices, then grilled over an open flame. Origin. Suya has its roots in the Fulani people of northern Nigeria, where it was traditionally made with goat meat. Over time, suya became a popular snack across the country and in other West African nations. Its distinctive flavor comes from the suya spice mix, which includes ground peanuts, chili, ginger, and garlic. Cultural significance. Suya is a beloved snack enjoyed by people of all backgrounds. It is sold by street vendors and eaten during casual social events, such as football games, family gatherings, and festivals. The meat is typically served with sliced onions, tomatoes, and spicy peppers, making it a perfect combination of heat and flavor. Spiritual connotations. Suya is not deeply spiritual, but is linked to the idea of shared experience. It is often eaten in groups, signifying community and togetherness. Some people believe that the spices in the suya have healing properties, giving the dish a sense of vitality and energy. Seasonality. Suya is enjoyed year-round, particularly during outdoor events and night markets. It is especially popular during public holidays and festivals where people gather in social spaces to enjoy food and drink together. 19. Chakalaka, South Africa. Chakalaka is a spicy vegetable relish commonly served in South Africa alongside pap maize porridge or braai barbecue. It's a dish known for its bold flavors and versatility. Origin. Chakalaka's origins are believed to come from the townships of South Africa, where migrant workers from different African countries created the dish using available vegetables, beans, and chili. Over time, the recipe evolved, with each region and family adding its unique twist. Cultural significance. Chakalaka is a symbol of South Africa's diversity, blending elements of various African, Indian, and European culinary traditions. It is typically served at barbecues, family gatherings, and festivals. The dish is a representation of the resourcefulness and creativity of South Africans who can make something simple yet flavorful from everyday ingredients. Spiritual connotations. While chakalaka is not linked to any specific spiritual practices, it holds cultural importance in terms of community. The sharing of this spicy dish represents warmth, welcome, and abundance. It is often eaten with others, bringing people together in celebration. Seasonality. Chakalaka is enjoyed year-round, particularly during summer months, outdoor events, and barbecues. It's a dish that's meant to be shared, making it a popular choice during family gatherings and communal celebrations. Duopuru. Nyama choma, Kenya. Nyama choma, which translates to roasted meat in Swahili, is one of the most popular dishes in Kenya, often served during social gatherings and special occasions. Cultural significance. Nyama choma is a symbol of Kenyan hospitality, often served during family gatherings, celebrations, and social events like weddings or holidays. Spiritual connotations. In some regions, the act of roasting meat is linked to community bonding and respect for tradition. It is seen as a dish that brings people together. Seasonality. Typically enjoyed year-round, but is especially popular during outdoor barbecues, family events, and public holidays. Conclusion. From the spicy jollof rice of West Africa to the sweet Sfenj of Morocco, African cuisine tells the story of a continent that values community, hospitality, and heritage. These 20 delicacies are more than just food. They represent cultural pride, spiritual connections, and centuries of tradition. Each dish carries with it the essence of its people, their history, and the land that nourishes them. Food in Africa is a living tradition, passed down through generations, evolving with the times while staying rooted in the past. As you explore these dishes, you're not just tasting flavors, you're connecting to the rich tapestry of African culture. From family reunions to religious holidays, every meal is an opportunity to celebrate life, honor ancestors, and nourish both body and soul. If you've enjoyed this journey through Africa's culinary heritage, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the diverse cultures that make Africa a truly unique and vibrant continent.